Hey guys, aloha, welcome aboard. This is a helicopter portion of your heli trek. My name is Al, this is Hawaii Helicopter, and let's see, we got Rudolph and Monica up here, huh? Where you guys from? Gotta talk real loud. Austria, beautiful country, Austria. Yeah, I've been there a long time ago. Long before you were born, I'm sure. Celebrating? On holiday celebrating, that's good. In the back, Christina and Tom, where you guys from? Los Angeles, where in Los Angeles? Orange? How's Mickey doing? All right. You guys celebrating anything? Honeymoon, the adventure begins. All right. And Jason and Shelly, where you guys from? New Orleans. Oh, a party town. I like New Orleans. Yeah. You guys celebrating anything? 7 years. Yeah, the adventure continues. Hey, got a little briefing to give you. The FAA says I have to do this. Matter of fact, they tell me I have to tell you, they told me to tell you this, so let's get it out of the way real quick. To begin with, all seat belts have to be on at all times during the flight. That'll ensure you do not fall out during the loops and the rolls portion, okay? Just easy, no loops and rolls, no loops and rolls. Door handles operate but turn the handle in the counterclockwise direction. Jettison handles, that's the red ones up front here, operate by pulling the red handle back and the doors fall off. You don't have to worry about the doors either. We have somebody to take care of that when we get back. Enter and exit the aircraft, always to the front of the side, never the rear. That'll make life a lot easier. Fire extinguishers on my right side. Under the seat in the back's first aid kit. And no smoking in the restrooms, okay? Seat backs in the upright position at all times, and no active electronic devices are allowed. That does not include cameras of any kind, digital watches, or anybody who just happens to be bionic. You guys can have yourself a good time. Should you see me talking, not hear me talking, I'm generally talking to myself. I do that a lot. I also answer myself, so I'm covered on that one. And if you're ready to go, I'll call the tower, and we'll see if we can get out of here. Meanwhile, the camera is on the inside. If you want to wave to anybody who's going to see this when you get home, a little camera right here. And I'll call the tower. I'll be back with you in a moment. Here we go, guys. We're out of here.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
Roger roll, Discovery.
So what do you think of my magic carpet ride so far? I'll be back with you in a moment. The tower's going to keep me a little busy for a second here. Was fun. Everybody, look over on the right side. See a big hole in the ground over here. See that big hole? Haleakala Crater under renovation. We're going home now. And see, you don't want to do that right now. Okay, we'll climb up to this one. Hey, any first timers in the helicopter? Anybody nervous? No need to be nervous, guys. I mean, look at me. I'm not nervous. It's my first time. Yeah, you saw me climbing in there. Actually, I started flying in 1958. Arms a little tired. I'm doing all right, though. I guess I should tell you everything that's out here in the Central. Let's start with all this green stuff out here. Yeah, that's the largest cash crop on the island, that green stuff. We call it coke. No, Tom, you can't smoke it. Coke is a Hawaiian word for sugar cane. Yeah. Now the green stuff down there, that's sugar cane. The brown stuff is NutraSweet. You find any yellow stuff that's sweet and low. The equal comes from Philadelphia. Takes 2,000 pounds of water to make 1 pound of sugar. Hey, Monica's up here saying, I really don't care, Al. I want to hear something of interest. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Well, okay, some of interest. Let's start on the left and work our way around to the right. First little community over there is called Pukalani, means opening to the heavens. The road up and down Haleakala on the other side there, and then immediately on the other side of that, a little place called Makawao. Makawao is the Paniolo town. Anybody know about Paniolos? Cowboys. Yes, we call the cowboys. Makawao means beginning of the rainforest, by the way, and we call the cowboys Paniolos because you see many years ago, when the Mexicans showed up here, teach the Hawaiian how to become cowboy. Hawaiian couldn't say Espanol. Nope, no S in the language. Closest we could get was Paniolo. Yeah, still can't say Espanol. Kind of stuck with Paniolo. Does sound more Hawaiian, so I guess we like it better. Anyway, right about now, Paniolo busy chasing their pee-pee around. They get the pee-pee out real early in the morning here. Leave the pee-pee out all day long. They don't put the pee-pee away until a little later in the day. I got to explain that. Christina's going for the telephoto lens back there. Yeah. Pee-pee, what we call the cow. It's a family show. We got Jason on board. Right, Jason? Yeah. It's also the only place in the world you can go watch the pee-pee in the field or the poo-poo in a restaurant. Nobody's going to say a word. I like this. Any pilots on board? No, nobody flies in. Yeah. Say again? Not down the highway. That's not what I mean. Over here, a little place called Kula. That's where the Maui vegetables come from. We call it Kula because you see, it's actually much cooler up there than it is down here by the ocean. Ooh. Shelly's in the back saying, "Don't give up your day job, Al." Okay. Over here on the right side, Mailea Bay, where the whales come to give birth to their young. First little village there is Kihei, means a shawl or cape. Wailea refers to the wet rocks, McKenna Beach, La Perouse Bay. The big island out there, Ko'olape. That means coming and going. Got its name 2,000 years ago, so we're not quite sure what they call it now. A little crescent-shaped island out there also called Molokini. You can get a boat, go to Molokini, go scuba diving, snorkeling, and thrashing about in the water, scaring the fish is fun. Or you can do like Rudolph and Tom and Jason and I would do. It's kind of a guy. See, guys like to lie back on the boat deck, right? Drink my guys. Watch the ball game. Hang on real tight to the remote control and, well, just kind of be useless all day, okay? Christine's in the back saying, what did I get into? Teasing. Ulapalago Ranch, Tedeschi Winery over here on the right side. Poli Poli Park out in front of us. Up on top, Science City, antennas run by the Air Force and NASA. Observatories by the University of Illinois. The island of Maui here is about 10 million years old. Created using what is known as shield activity. That's where the lava flows and pulls one layer upon the other. See, the volcanoes here, they're not explosive like Mount St. Helens or Krakatoa, Mount Pinatubo. Just one layer built upon the other. 10 million years to build it all. We only shave it all in another 14 million years because of erosion. It's all going to be gone. Kind of a good thing you showed up today, huh? We're also on the Pacific Plate, moving towards Japan at the rate of 3.5 inches a year. Creates a lot of earthquakes out here, over 200 a day. You don't feel them. But it does explain one thing, Christine. It wasn't Tom moving to bed last night after all. Christine says, you gotta keep picking on me, don't you, Al? Sorry about that. Kind of pretty up here, isn't it? Oh, we got to go around the corner here and see Haleakala in just a moment. For those of you wondering, we're a little over a mile high. We're about a little over a kilometer high. We're almost 2 kilometers. We've got to convert some of this to metric systems. Rudolph and Monica from Austria. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Got a few waterfalls for you up here. Show you as well. The other side of the island. Starting out over here and just off the right front, little place called La Perouse Bay, right up here in front of us. Into the crater is a line of cinder cone. Now, cinder cone is a mound of dirt with a hole on top of the lava flow down. In Hawaiian, a little hill like that is called a pu'u, P-U-U. A hole is a puka, P-U-K-A, puka. You see a pu'u with a puka on top? Cinder cone. Scientists say this line of cinder cones along here is from the last volcanic activity in the island of Maui, and they say that happened in the year 1791. That's what scientists say. We here in the islands, oh, well, we look at life a little bit differently than scientists do. So we figure these cinder cones, these holes in the ground, you'll see, are created by Madame Pele. Madame Pele is the goddess of fire. See, we figure she created them as she wandered around Maui here and other islands, sticking her staff in the ground, opening up holes to the underworld, allowing the lava to flow. Unable to find fire and lava strictly to her liking here on Maui, Madame Pele left Maui. Yeah. Left Maui and went to Big Island, Hawaii, which you'll be seeing coming into view over here on the left front any moment now. Ooh, didn't think I could do this, did you? Island, Hawaii, Manuloa, Manakina, Hulanai, Kohala, four of the 5 major volcanoes that make up the Big Island, Hawaii. The 5th, Kilauea. It's over near the side. It's what's causing all that haze you see out there. We call it fog. Madame Pele's answer to Los Angeles. Out ahead of us, Haleakala, House of the Sun, where Maui, the demigod who the island is named for, slowed the sun down. See, the sun, his name is Law. That's him up above us there. Bright but kind of lazy. Used to get up late in the day, go across the heavens real fast so he'd go back and go to bed. Well, no one had time to dry their tapa, grow their taro, or even fish during the daylight hours, so Maui decided to do something about that. What he did is he captured the sun up here. Captured the sun using 7 magical throwing ropes. Major battle it was. Maui was winning, though. He's the strongest and the bravest. And Law of the Sun, realizing losing the battle, said, Maui, oh, Maui, spare my life. I'll do anything you like. Maui thought about that a minute and said, I can do that, bro. All you have to do is go across the heavens real slow. Get up early in the morning. Don't eat breakfast. Look too big already. And just go across the heavens real slow. And to this day, the sun has done just that. And that's another one of the prime reasons why generally, we have such beautiful weather around the islands of Hawaii. True story. Shelly in the back saying, I didn't think we'd be able to see anything all that clouds, right, Shelly? Ooh, there it is up ahead of us here, guys. The crater Haleakala, 7.5 miles long, over 10 kilometers long. 3.5 miles wide, over 5 kilometers wide. Deep enough to contain all of Manhattan. Though for the life of me, I got no idea why anybody'd want to put Manhattan in there. Yeah, it looks good where it's at. A lot of fun where it's at, too. There's a gap out front over there on the other side called Kaupo. There's another one. You'll see it on the left till we get up a little farther. Ko'olau. These gaps are created some 3,000 years ago when under the weight of the lava. The sides of the volcano gave in. And the lava flowed to the ocean on both sides. Cinder cones from the last volcanic activity, 1791. And there's Science City up there. As I mentioned, antennas run by the Air Force and NASA observatories by the University of Hawaii. They bounce a little green laser off the moon now and again, see if it's going to get away. So far it hasn't. Looking real good, and it does get cold up here. Yesterday morning it was so cold we saw 2 mice trying to jumpstart a cat up there. True story. For those of you wondering, we're coming up on 2 miles high, 3 kilometers. Haleakala, 10,023 feet above sea level. Oh, and I should point out, during the late 1960s, our astronauts trained for the moonwalk up here. Even cruised around the little Moonmobile. Had aluminum flat tire. Took 6 weeks to fix them. Part came out of Canada. Whole thing came from Canada except seat cushion. We bought that down at Ace Hardware. It came from Taiwan. Oh, there's one other thing I might mention, Jason, Shelley. I'll be making a turn up here, so no one gets left out. You'll be able to see everything. We don't want to get too close to Science City. Have a little laser beam up there, and they bounce off the moon now and again, as I mentioned before. Well, you get close to it, and it's kind of like being in a microwave oven here, so we'll stay out here away from it. Out in front of us, the driest part of the island down below us will be descending over that. Average rainfall, about 5 inches of rain a year, 11, 12 centimeters a year. These islands are formed one layer at a time. On the inside of the crater, as we approach, you'll be able to see the layering effects. As I said, these volcanoes are not explosive. Just one layer built on top of another. Fantastic sight out there. let's head down and see if we can find some waterfalls. How's that sound? Coming down, guys, from about 2 miles high, lower than that. Down close to sea level. I'd like to recommend you keep your ears open by yawning over and over again as wide as possible. Hold your nose and blow over and over again. Laugh, giggle, vigorously chew gum, slap yourself alongside the face, tickle each other. Doesn't matter, but keep the ears open if you have any trouble. Let me know and I'll see if I can help out. In the meantime, I'll keep the camera outside so no one sees you making funny faces. Yeah, I know I lied. Ooh, I better put the camera back outside. I got a story to tell. Out ahead of us, Copo Gap in the lava now frozen in time where it flowed through here 3,000 years ago. And in the year 1790, in his effort to put all the islands under one rule, King Kamehameha left the big island Hawaii, which is on our right front. With his armies, traveled across the channel and landed down here on the southeast shores. The battle for control of Maui started there and raged all along the south shore. Back to the isthmus where we came from. Finally ending in the Iao Valley on the other side of the island. It is said of that final battle in the Iao that at its end it was so fierce that the waters of the Iao were dammed with the bodies of the fallen soldiers. The waters ran red with their blood for weeks. That's not the proudest time in Hawaiian history, but Hawaiians are proud of the fact that King Kamehameha did unite all the islands under one rule and stopped all the bickering and fighting which had been going on for centuries before. And now, guys, we're into the East Maui rainforest. Average rainfall about 360 inches of rain a year, and there's no lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. No monkeys, no snakes, no rhinoceros, no hippopotamus. Matter of fact, the only vicious animal out here are human beings, but we do feed them well, so they won't bother you. Watch for the rainbow.
Mountains in the sea, they'll capture
Beautiful out here, isn't it? Yeah, I like this place. Out ahead of us, a place called Hana. There's not much out here at Hana. There's no shop, stores, boutiques downtown. Matter of fact, they're kind of uncivilized out here at Hana. They don't even have a mall. Imagine that, life without Nordstrom's. Ooh, wouldn't work, huh? We do have celebrities besides you guys, though. Chris Christopherson lives out here. George Harrison from the Beatles. Barbara Streisand's got property. Carol Burnett and Tom Selleck still have property out here. Keanu Reeves comes to visit us now and again. Halle Berry. Ooh, like Halle Berry. Steve Perry, Van Cliburn, Lindsay Wagner, Goldie Hawn, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Julio Iglesias. The entire Bridges cast is all together. Tons of celebrities. There's Hana out in front of us now. We're going to put it on the left, then we'll put it on the right. Tall trees you see growing out here, Australian eucalyptus trees. Planted to shade rubber trees from the wind. We were going to grow rubber on the island. There's Hana. Seemed like a pretty good idea. Didn't work out too well. Turns out we got rats on the island. They were eating up the rubber trees as fast as we can put them in the ground. So we brought in mongoose to eat the rats. That didn't work out too well either. Rats are party animals, you see. They're up all night long munching on the rubber tree. During the day, they're home in bed with the rubber tree hangover. Mongoose, on the other hand, they sleep at night. They only get up during the day looking for something to eat. And find much in the way of rats, so all we have left are these bunch of chubby little rats. Get a little mongoose and shoot them with those trees. Someone doesn't have them very often. Hang glider out there. Not a good place for him to be. Not just helicopters go through here, a lot of other high-performance aircraft go through here. We're going to go over there in a few moments, the airport. So you can take advantage of that delicious lunch. Ooh, I'd like to stop and go eat lunch with you, but they say, no, I got to fly. Wayne's going to be your driver. You're going to have to take care of him. He tends to get lost. We call him the Wayne Man. Only because he gets lost out here and it's always Wayne on him. Good guy, though, so take care of Wayne. He also tends to get lost in the places you want to get lost in. It's fantastic with Wayne. But remember, when you see him, call him the Wayne Man. Tell him I said you could do that. fantastic out here. I like this place. Let's see here. Time to put on some other kind of music. So we get ready for our approach here. Here in the rainforest of East Maui. We're going to be going offshore also. I'm going to show you one other thing. And let's see, here's a good little song to put on just to start. Play a few bars of this one. You know, they grow taro out here. On the road to Hana, right down below us. One of the things they make out of taro is poi. Anybody tried the poi yet? Didn't taste the poi? Oh, good stuff, poi. All Hawaiians love poi. I grew up eating poi. Make you big and strong. Right? Puts hair in your chest, too. Tastes like wallpaper paste without the sugar is what it does. Right over here on the right side right now, you see a big old platform of rock with little pits. That's what's known as Haile Pi'ilani, a heiau, or ancient Hawaiian religious center. We'll turn the aircraft around so everybody gets a chance to look at it. It's the largest heiau anywhere in the islands, and one of the most significant is dedicated to the god Lono, the god of peace and quiet, agriculture, prosperity. I'll put them on the other side here. How's that? Yeah. Up the coast here, just a few moments, and then we'll be turning around from the airport. The airport where we left is just right over there on the other side, right into where the rain is there now. Oh, it's beautiful places. I mean, so guys, what do you think of the island? Beautiful place, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's time to make a little change to the music. You can't land without hearing my favorite song. I'd also like to say thank you to Rudolph and Monica for being my co-pilots. I know if I have any trouble, you take over and land, right? Hey, no problem. Christine, Tom, Jack, Jason, and Shelley in the back, thank you for not smoking in the restroom. Smile. Here's my favorite song. Enjoy. You like my song? We have to make a little turn here. Avoid that guy out there. I don't think he's got radio. Well, guys, mahalo for flying with me. As I said, take care of Wayne. Wayne Dan. hope you had a good time. I always do. My name is Al. This is the Helicopter, and as we say here in the islands, that is my story told. Ahoy ho, until we meet again, guys. Cameras on the inside. Over. I could find the place, did you?
So off he goes in search of those who hold the information. So fire could be used by all the future generations. Found that I held the fire connection, but he played of deception, rush of perfection.
There we go. We're on the ground. Or awful darn close to it.
So he squeezed her like until she screamed the secret to this marvelous magical Maui, hero of this land, the one, the only, the ultimate Hawaiian Superman.
There's the Wayne man out there. We're down. He'll be here to open the door momentarily.